Number 15, bumpers. It's an incredibly cool item that's really useful for lull tracks or khaki tracks. When your car hits it, it just goes flying in the air. You can do some weird things with the physics if you put them upside down or sideways or underwater, or maybe try them with reactor. You can also use it to initiate a flip or maybe land in a bug slide. Number 14, pole covers. I also like to call these carpets. They are great for enhancing vanilla scenery and adding a little more detail on the actual route of your track. Number 13, jump. This item set is incredibly useful for scenery. You've probably seen it all over Track of the Day. You can also drive on it, whether it's a jump or place it as a landing to make a really smooth transition. It's essential for both routes and scenery. Number 12, platform ramps. These ramps are basically a really small jump. They're extremely useful on full speed maps for initiating a speed slide or using them as a small speed check. You'll see them used multiple times on this route that was made by Chroma. They can be useful in other styles as well. I think the 2-meter ramp is good if you wanted to jump into a drift on a tech map. Number 11, large letters. Sometimes custom signs don't load in game, but since this is a custom item set, it will always load even for console players. So that makes it a great option if you want to add text or signs to your track. Number 10, light supports. These items are the same size as the vanilla support items, so they fit really well into the vanilla plus scenery style. In this case, Steel Symphony used the orange ones as part of the color scheme to give that really nice highlight to the track. These items were made in the mesh modeler, so if you need different colors, you can go ahead and edit them to get whatever color you need. Number 9, magnet blocks. The set has a magnet version of pretty much every single vanilla block. Magnet blocks are super useful on full speed tracks to make the lines a little bit more forgiving. So if you don't do a turnover perfectly in the corner, or if you're doing a wall ride and you want to drive on the wall a little extra, the magnet blocks let you do that. They can also be used to drive upside down, which makes them really useful on RPG tracks. Number 8, Aita Rocks. This is the first of 4 rock sets that I will be featuring in this video. Rocks are a super important part of scenery that's not built into the base game. There are no vanilla rock items. The Aita Rocks are commonly put on blender maps where you just spam rocks around the track and you end up with scenery that's pretty easy to build. Number 7, Hank Rocks. Hank recently upgraded his rock set to make the same rocks available in 4 different sizes. You can see the really large ones in the scenery here on the mountains. It's a really beautiful rock set, and you can't go wrong with putting these on your map. Number 6, Kiesel Rocks. These are another great option for a rock set. They come in a lot of different shapes and sizes, but they don't have the grass or snow on top of the rocks. It's a nice way to enhance vanilla scenery. Number 5, HTMH Rocks. This is your last option for a rock set, and it's a throwback from one of the greatest scenery builders in the game. Number 4, GPS Labels. It's a fancy sign that says GPS. I think some players may be sick of seeing these so much, but I think it's a classic that's always welcome on a map. Number 3, Night Signs. This item set has a ton of different signs, but it's at number 3 specifically for these fancy GPS signs. Number 2, Custom Waypoints. This set lets you put a start, checkpoint, or finish anywhere you want. The Track of the Day fishscape, which was built in this aquarium, used these custom checkpoints to get kind of optimal checkpoint locations, so you could put them right at the exit of turns or at the start of a flat to bank block, so you didn't need a flat checkpoint, but you could just place the checkpoint where you had a section of road that was flat. Number 1, way too many transitions. If you don't have this item set, you have to get it. It gives so many more possibilities for building routes than what you get with vanilla blocks. This Track of the Day Pickled Onions showcases a ton of different blocks from way too many transitions. The grass road that you see on this track is part of it as well. There are literally thousands and thousands of blocks in this item set. This can be a downside to it because it's so many blocks to kind of wrap your head around, but I did create a video where I explain the organizational structure for it. So feel free to check that one out after you watch this one, and let me know in the comments what your favorite custom item set is. Thanks for watching, and feel free to subscribe to the channel.